Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, check it.
Now Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now he's flushed out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
He's not going to get me.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Zadarius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Patriots take over. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 44. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Now a play fake. Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. Looking end zone for Jones. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They'll run forward Barkley, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position.
Hey, Alpha.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Hey, I'm coming.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to take, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A handoff to Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cook. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Cook. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at the 40. And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Hey, we got a seal.
A handoff, Barkley running left. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On second down, here's Barkley. And an alley to run. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. An even 90 yards. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? It wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal. It's a quarterback sneak, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Oh, no dice there. That is excellent penetration. They give him no lane whatsoever to try and sneak the football across, and in fact, he'll wind up losing ground on first down.
Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go. Now Brady. It's caught. Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. To throw, it's Brady. This will be caught inside the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. One more time with Lindsey. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Brady now on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Record. Ozzy. Hey, Echo. Let me go.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Here's a give to Barkley. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, let him give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ready. 60 yards. Let's go tight now. Let's go right here now. Double time. 3 out. Let's go. 3, Mike, 3. Combo.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Let's go. Pittsburgh. We don't get to that point over there. It's out time, guys. It's out time.
This is Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the Patriots' 31-yard line.
Come on, set. And read. Focus, defense, focus. 61. Not spot.
Looking to throw. Cook. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run with Barkley. And he's got some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Patriots 7.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken very short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Goal 50. That's a move.
From just shy of midfield, Brady. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. New England on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Brady. Caught on the right side by Jones. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Brady going to throw, and this is incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Brady. Looking for the end zone. As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are back within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or 2, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
Steps away to his quick strip. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point? Whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Julio Jones. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Tucker with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is to...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing, Cook. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Zadarius Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get the field goal range. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Ed Oliver. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Second half starts with a run by Lindsey. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Another run by Lindsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Brady. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. On first down, Brady looking downfield for Jones. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. Now a pass dumped off to his running back, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try to pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Brady's throw there complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a third down. Brady to throw again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady, and the Patriots have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. That one good for 37 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Preston Smith there on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Now Cook. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty, because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is, because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record. and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 27. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Watch the whip. Deuce. Shit. Watch the eye. Let's go.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Second and 13. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. The shotgun, they run with Barkley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 43. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Hey, orbit.
Right there, 56.
Get in the weight room. Hey, check it.
From just shy of midfield, Brady throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Delta.
They do go for it. It's Brady. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And the Raiders have got him. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Well, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Brady going to go on 4th down. Looking deep for Julio. And no, it's incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A first down carry for Barkley. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Barkley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Raiders on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Cook. Operating from the gun. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Lindsey. Room here to run. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people. That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Letting one go. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
I'm coming for you. You
Here's Brady to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
50 seconds to Mike. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Hey, Alabama.
On play action, it's Brady. It's caught. Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cleveland Farrell showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Hey, Charlie.
From the gun, it's Brady. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady, and the Patriots have moved out in front.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They begin with a run by Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the gun, he'll throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Cook. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Cook, operating from the gun. This is caught, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 25 yards that time. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Shakes 3, 218, check the left.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Julio Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go now. Hey, hold on.
Cook now, throwing on 1st down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jason McCourty, a safety blitz and a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the run, it's Barkley. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a third and about 14. They'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Cook throwing on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Wait, that. Round 80. Round 80. Check it, reload! Check. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Alpha!
Brady going to look to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Preston Smith in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He's back to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
On 4th down, Cook. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had...
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just...